And I will tell you, I made that statement and I said, well, it's politically incorrect. She's not my type. And that's 100% true. She's not my type. I don't even know who the woman, let's see, I don't know who, it's Marla.
You say Marla's in this photo?
That's Marla, yeah, that's my wife.
Which woman are you pointing to? No.
Here.
Carroll.
Oh, is that,
The person you just pointed to was Eugene Carroll.
Who is that? Who is this?
Point, your wife. And the woman on the right is your then wife,
I don't
Ivana?
know, this was the picture.
That's a tough break for Donnie. He really messed up there. So Donald Trump, what happened in that video was he mistook his former wife for Elle magazine columnist E. Jean Carroll. So in October of 2022, the deposition tapes that were taken were released Friday in the defamation case against Trump, where he called the alleged sexual assault committed by Trump a hoax and a lie on Truth Social. But in the deposition, Trump was shown and reacted also to the famous 2005 Access Hollywood tape. Let's watch that.
And she used to be great. She's still very beautiful.
I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. Took her out for I moved on her like a bitch.
And you do say in the video that as part of trying to have sex with this woman, you took her furniture shopping, correct?
We actually did look for furniture, yes.
I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet, just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the, you can do anything. That's what you said, correct?
Well, historically, that's true with stars.
It's true with stars that they can grab women by the.
Well, that's what it's, if you look over the last million years, I guess that's been largely true. Not always, but largely true. Unfortunately or fortunately.
And you consider yourself to be a star?
I think you can say that, yeah.
This is so good. First he said, she's not my type, but mistook her for his wife. I think that means either one of two things. I'm not sure which is worse. That his wife was not his type, or that he's just blatantly lying in the most hilarious way and has been caught. And then to say stars can do whatever they want, essentially admitting to a crime by saying, yeah, I would consider myself a star. Fortunately or unfortunately, Waz, what do you make of this? It's so funny.
Yeah, it's just a guy who was so divorced from normal life. And he's been that way for so long. He can't even fathom the idea that, you know, just because somebody's a prominent figure doesn't mean that they should have provenance over every single woman's body who they freaking encounter, right? Just the idea sounds absurd to him. He's like, what are you talking about? Like this is what you get for being a star. This is star treatment. You do what you want. And yeah, just the idea that he's trying to denigrate this woman that mistakes her for his own wife. That is a perfect Trump clip right there.
Yeah, he's so back, baby. It's not funny, right? What happened was terrible. What he did was terrible. There's no doubt about that. The way he's handling it and getting caught up in his own web of ridiculous statements is, to me, definitely what is funny. We have more. So there's a clip of Trump claiming that Carroll enjoyed being sexually assaulted and referencing an interview she did with Anderson Cooper. Let's watch that.
That I did to her. She fainted with great emotion. She actually indicated that she loved it. Okay, she loved it until commercial break. In fact, I think she said it was sexy, didn't she? It was very sexy to be raped. Didn't she say that?
So, sir, I just want to confirm, it's your testimony that E. Jean Carroll said that she loved being sexually assaulted by you?
Well, based on her interview with Anderson Cooper, I believe that's what took place. We can define that. You'll have to show that. I'm sure you're going to show that. But she was interviewed by Anderson Cooper.
So the question I'm asking you is, did she say in that interview that she loved being sexually assaulted by you?
Well, she said something to that effect. I mean, you'll have to take a look at the interview yourself. I believe she said rape was sexy. To which Anderson Cooper is dying. He's saying, let's get to a commercial break immediately. I think you better watch the interview. I'm sure you have, but you better watch the interview.
Oh my God. There's no chance she said those words in that order. There's just no chance. And Donald Trump, I believe this would be considered an admission of guilt to some degree. I mean, saying she liked it doesn't absolve you from the crime. It's absolutely absurd. Waz, what do you make of it?
It's so funny because like I kind of have like sort of Donald Trump decoding. So he's saying like, I didn't rape the chick, but even if I did, she's so sick and depraved, as evidenced by this Anderson Cooper interview, that it doesn't even matter. So like, there's no point. So to him, it's heads I win, tails you lose type of thing, right? Like no matter what the outcome, you like nothing bad happened here to this woman, and that's just his general attitude. And you always hear that these prominent rich people want to avoid depositions at all costs because it can be publicly embarrassing for them, right? We could imagine some like more, I guess, self-aware public figures trying to avoid this kind of thing altogether, as to, not get tripped up saying something stupid or having to reveal something extremely embarrassing. But Donald Trump is the rare public figure who does not care. He will show his ass at every single turn and not think twice about it.
It seems that he ran out of lawyers that would give him good advice, and all he's left with now are these yes men, where they don't prep him for the deposition. They're just like, all right, buddy, have fun in there, make a meal out of it. Maybe we'll get some viral clips. Like, it really feels to me that that's the legal advice, because how do you go into a deposition and say so many perfectly and hilariously wrong things one after the next? I'm just so glad we have these videos now, so we can see that it's an absolute joke what's going on in there. But what a weird case for members of the right who like Donald Trump to react to. I don't think this is gonna change anybody's opinion of Donald Trump. You have a lot of people talking about the 14th Amendment right now, saying he incited an insurrection, which Merrick Garland did not prosecute him for. And then when he announced his bid for office, Merrick Garland said, well, now it's not under our purview anymore because it would be political in nature if we were to prosecute. But people are saying under the 14th Amendment, he's not eligible to run. So instead of talking about like the much more serious crimes of Donald Trump committed recently that are relevant to what happened politically with the insurrection, now it seems like we're trying to get him on a very old case. And I don't know, him reacting like this and treating it as it's unserious, I think is gonna make people feel like it really is an illegitimate case, which it's not. But I can see that being the effect of what's going on here.
Yeah, and at a certain point, they've taken so many shots at the guy. I think a lot of people will have a sort of sense that they like this stuff is small potatoes, especially when you go from Russiagate, where he goes from some double agent, secret spy working for the Kremlin to now, which is what they originally were trying to quote unquote get him for, to now, sort of adjudicating a case that's decades old. And I think this woman deserves her day in court, right? 100%. Like I believe that she should have her day, and she should get some type of justice for sure. But as far as the American people and who they might vote for, I don't know. I don't see how this affects much.
Yeah, I agree. His base is just so entrenched in what he says that if he says it, it's taken at face value. It's true. They're not going to go and try and watch that interview with Anderson Cooper. They're going to believe that that's exactly what she said in that interview. And so that's just the base he's created. It's super loyal. And unfortunately, stuff like this doesn't change much. And I think laughing at it is something we can get out of it. With also taking very seriously that what happened was wrong and what Donald Trump has admitted apparently to doing is very wrong.